What's going on, guys? Class is in session, and today I've got another exciting deck profile for you guys. Today I'm showing off my red Broly list. It's very budget friendly, kind of. So without further ado, let's hop into it. So if you don't know what the leader does, activate main once per turn. You take a card from your life, and he gains critical for the turn. That's really important. You know, turn 1, turn 2, to help you flip over to the backside. Activate main. Choose one red extra card from your deck, add it to your hand, then negate this skill for the game. That just helps you search out kind of what starts your engines and everything like that in the deck. And then we'll flip this guy over. You know, we got that whole pre-release stamped one. Gotta flex on him a little bit. Permanent, if you have a red Broly BR card in play, this card gains critical. You're typically never gonna not have a Broly BR. It happens every now and then, but you know, it is what it is. When this card attacks, draw one card and it gets plus 5k power, so it automatically becomes a 20k crit on the board as a leader. And then this is probably the most important effect of the leader. It's second auto. Choose one card in your hand and discard it. Then if one of your Broly BR cards is removed at all, you can pitch that card from your hand and play a 4-drop Broly BR card from your hand instead. It's really nice. It helps you keep your chain alive, so your chain's never dead. Only problem is when they keep killing it and you keep having to waste cards. But so that's what the leader does. I'll put him right over here, and now we can hop into it. We play 4 Kale. Kale is probably the second best unison for this deck. The best unison for this deck is probably going to be the new Piccolo that just came out. I don't have my hands on it, so I play Kale just because it's the second best you can play. Auto, when it comes into play, you check top 3 cards, grab a mono red Saiyan, put the other 2 at the bottom of your deck. And then auto, this is how she gains markers really quickly. Auto, once per turn, when you activate swap, add a marker to her. So she gains markers very, very quickly in this deck. And then her -7, activate main. You take 7 markers off of her. She gives -15 to your opponent's leader, and you can play a 5-drop or less Broly BR with swap from your hand. That's really good. So, yep, that's what that does. And this is the extra card that you're going to be searching out with your leader, Planet Vampa, unless you have it in your hand, and then you're going to go find one of the other ones that we play. Activate main once per turn. Take a card from your life, add it to your hand. If your leader card is a Broly BR card, you search the top 7 for a Broly BR, Golomite BR, Paragus BR, or a Ba BR with an energy cost of 1 or less, 2 or less, and play it. And then if you do, you pitch a card. That's really, really good because it helps you get your chain started, and it helps you find one of the best cards in the deck. The things that we want to play off of Vampa is going to be Golomite. It's just a 5k blocker. It's really important in the matchups with Sin Shinron and Dark Broly. Whenever they're playing their 9-drop Sin or their 6-drop Broly, because they both have 30k power or more, and you just KO them if they want to play it early and cheat it out. You also want to play the best card in the deck. This is what you want to hit most of the time. Ba, Broly's first friend. It's a 5k blocker, 2-drop 5k blocker. When you play this card, you search your entire deck for a 5 or less Broly BR card. It searches out your entire chain, which is really good. Another hit is your 1-drop with swap. Permanent, if you have a Ba on the field, it gains plus 11k power, and then it has swap 3 for a Broly BR card with an energy cost of 3, obviously, and then when it's played, I can't play copies of that card for the turn. So if it gets hit, it kind of sucks, but we have other things in the deck to help that out. The next card in your chain is going to be the 3-drop Broly. This is the one that you are going to swap into from the 1-drop. Swap 4 for 1 red. You swap into a Broly BR card with an energy cost of 4. It has Servant, so it gains plus 10k power, so it becomes a 19k beater at all times. But it cannot untap on your opponent's during your next charge phase. And then when this card is played, you're gonna play a Paragus BR with an energy cost of 2 or less in your hand and play it, which is gonna be this guy. Now you can also hit this off of Vampa, but we usually want to hit it off of. We usually want to play it off of the Broly. It has unique Overlord, which we rarely ever use. When this card is played, you search the top 5 of your deck for any Broly BR card or 1 red unison card with a specified cost of 1 and add them to your hand. This searches everything you need, but it only searches top 5. So yeah, then we play the 4-drop. The 4-drop is really good. It has Servant, swap 5 for 1 red energy, but its auto is what makes it really good. Auto, if your leader card is a Broly BR card, when you play this card, your opponent warps 1 card until the end of their next turn, and you add a marker to your unison. So this is how your unison gains and occurs markers like crazy. Next card in our chain is the 5-drop. Same auto. It's just a 30k critical with swap 6, but you have to have 4 energy or your opponent has to have 3 energy, and then if that happens, you go into the 6-drop. The 6 is Dumb. It is dummy broken. It's got unique critical double strike, so you can only have 1 on the field at a time. But if your leader card is red, when this card is played, you add 2 markers to your unison, and you anonymously rip 3 cards out of your opponent's hand. So you pick, but you don't get to choose. So you choose the 3 cards, but you don't get to see what you're choosing. So yeah, that's the Broly chain. Now we've got kind of the extra support for it. We've got our 4 super combos. It's just the best one you can play. If your leader card is red and all your energy is red, which that includes monocolor. So if you are playing a Bulma deck that runs multicolor red, but you only charge red, or a multicolor with red in it, this works. If your leader, you put 1 card at the bottom of your deck and draw 2 cards. That just makes it a Paragus super combo for red, which is really good. Then we've got my sort of spice for the deck. I run 2 Son Goku Saiyan Youth. This would be the 1-drop Broly promo, but I don't have it. So instead I run these. It's a 1-drop blocker that if you have a unison card on the field, you draw a card when it's played. So it just gives you the added defense if you need it, and it lets you cycle through your deck a little bit more. Then we play 2 Bardock the Resolute. This card is really good against Self-Awakening decks because they're taking their own life skills, and especially in this deck because our leader has critical, our 5 and our 6 have critical. So with all that critical in there, it just makes it a really good addition to the deck, just being able to get out a free double striker. Then we play, to pair with our unison, we play 3 of the Yamcha counterplay. It is probably one of the worst counterplays, free counterplays. Probably the worst one I would say is the Vegeta, but this one's pretty good. If you play it on window 2, it's really good because it can hit the battle card coming into play. But you know, it is what it is. It's still a free 15k body on the board. So yeah, but now we go to negates and extra cards, because even though this is fast, we still need to be able to defend ourselves. We played 2 Master Roshi Martial Virtuoso. Counterattack. If you have a red unison card in play, your opponent can't attack with with battle cards with 25k power or more for the turn. This is a poor man Violent Raise. I personally like it a little bit better than Violet Raise, except for the fact that it doesn't actually negate the attack. It is, however, a 5k combo, which can come in really, really clutch. Instead of having 2 dead extra cards in hand, you have 2 5k combos if you're going for game or having to defend your life. And then we play 2 After Image. This is just really good with Vampa and your leader's effect and everything like that. We do tend to get cards in the drop fairly easily, not necessarily easily, but you know, it is what it is that way. The After Image just tends to come in clutch, gives plus 50k and then minus 10k. This would be Wolfang Fist if I had it, but I don't, so yeah. Then we play the one of Violent Raise. I play one because I only have one, but if you have more, I highly suggest playing it at maybe one of the Roshis. It really helps with staving off the Broly matchup, the Dark Broly matchups, and Shenron, just a lot of big, tall, beefy guys coming down. So yeah. Now we've got kind of our finishers slash just some extra stuff. We play the overall package. We play 2 Man on Mission. This is the best overall for the deck. Free double strike critical, 20k. You can't ask for anything more than that. It's just phenomenal in what it does. And then we play the one of Secret Rare. I think this is the best Secret Rare that came out of the set. Unique barrier double strike, so it has built-in protection. Activate main, choose 1 mono red Saiyan with energy cost of 35k power originally, which is our 6-drop. Place it in the drop. Then you play this card from your hand. So it's a free 40k double strike barrier, and then give your leader card plus 10k. So if you haven't swung with your leader already, your leader now becomes a 40k. No, your leader becomes a 30k critical that draws a card. That is bonkers. Permanent. All cards in your opponent's deck area, leader area, battle area, and combo area get minus 5k power for the turn, or minus 5k power and combo power. This is what makes the deck, or this is what makes the card broken, and the best card in the game, or the best secret rare out of the set. So it's a free double strike with barrier, and your opponent no longer has any combo power, which is really, really, really good. It means you're swinging 40k, they really can't match it. It usually just ends games, or if you can't end the game that turn, it is a nice floodgate for your opponent, so just to keep that in mind. But yeah, so that's the deck, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, comment what you want to see in the next one. Don't forget to follow us on Twitch. I stream there every Monday. Gonna try to stream again this week at 8 o'clock Eastern time. I will be going over this deck in more depth in my Patreon article that I will be posting sometime this week. So make sure to subscribe to our Patreon. It really helps us out, helps us create really good content for you guys. Make sure to subscribe to our channel here. But with that being said, class is dismissed.